kind of maybe walk me through your and Guy's story, a little
Okay.
bit.
So Guy and I, um, actually, Guy saw some flames, and we called um, actually, it was 911 to report this.
Mm-hmm.
We called a couple of times because it really seemed like it might be a problem. Then we got a phone call, and luckily it came in on my work phone. It did not come in on my personal phone. And so I had my work phone next to me, and if I hadn't have woken up and heard that, then that would have been a problem. And so we had to get out right away, and I think that happened to other people.
My name is Bethany Grace Howe, and I am the Executive Director of Echo Mountain Fire Relief. Echo Mountain Fire Relief was started by actually a volunteer fireman who was working the fire, also a resident of the Otis area, and knowing how these things unfolded, he literally within days of the fire starting, under a week, started a nonprofit, just sent off the paperwork and got it up and going.
We decided to just get a travel trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the last spot at KOA.
Oh, no.
There was nowhere else. Everybody, who even had a travel trailer, maybe somewhere else, but there were no places left.
Many had lived in manufactured houses and had little or no insurance.
We're not getting any insurance money for this. Even those that were insured are only getting $5,000, and that basically covers your ash for your asbestos, and that's it, nothing else.
Maybe they made additions to their house, changes to their home, and their insurance wasn't updated. Or other people were, yeah, I'm fully insured. I have insurance that is replacement cost insurance. I got it all covered. What people don't realize is that's replacement cost on the day of the fire. As everybody knows, everything has gotten more expensive. So there are people that thought they were fully insured, and they are still coming out with 20 to 30%, 40% losses because the cost of everything went through the ceiling.
So we had a budget, which means we had to use all of our insurance money to replace our home. And then that's it. So all of the other, my gardening, our outbuildings, our, just everything that we built.
Yeah.
My greenhouse, the outdoor kitchen. So these things we can rebuild at some point, but the home is what was most important to us. Getting to spend time in a disaster, not thinking just about ourselves, but looking at what's happening in our neighborhood, and then having more resources coming in, and that's part of our decision. The people who need it the most are going to be in that open space with beds and things. We are able to be somewhere more comfortable and not take up space for somebody who doesn't have any other choices.
If you were sitting across the table from a survivor, and a lot of our team does that, we were in Kentucky with tornado survivors and stuff. What would you tell them? Let's say we're a week past it.
I would probably tell them that this is an unimaginable situation, and it is a situation, and wondering about what other, what do you have within yourself that tells you that you can get through this, or with lots of support.
Vast majority of other people, insured, uninsured, wealthy, not wealthy, renters, homeowners, they all eventually reached a point where it was, for me to get back to my life, I need help.
Toasters, tents, and therapy resources are all things survivors of the Echo Mountain Complex fire can find at the Salmon River Grange in Otis. While following up on the community's recovery after the fire, Queen 6 News heard about the Grange and the support it's giving. People who lost their homes in the fire can visit the Grange and take whatever they need.
Team helping make properties that look like this look a little more like this. That cleanup put on by the Cascade Relief Team.
When the leaders of Reach Out Worldwide and Cascade Relief Team learned of the damage, they knew they needed to step in.
People don't want to wait on, the government to come in and help them out, or, county or city to help out. That could be a 12 to 18 month process from FEMA.
But what's happening with this response for the fire is the most important part of looking at preparedness. What went well and what didn't. And in my opinion, as an employee of the county public health and someone who survived this, the county was very lacking in response.
What would you say the number one place you felt the lacking was?
Knowing what to do.
I think when the fires hit, Oregon didn't have policies, and I don't think they'd really thought about this much. And I have more insider information on the government than I should, and what I would say is that there is a feeling that this state got caught with its pants down, and that we were not ready. And we weren't, but at the same time, how could we have been?